Hello, and welcome to the Thyroid Warrior Podcast. I'm Ebony, and I'm here as your wellness facilitator. I'm going to be sharing my experiences in managing Hashimoto's disease. I really hope that it'll help you on your personal journey. Keep in mind, however, this does not substitute for medical advice. It is only for your information and motivational purposes only. Now, let's get started. Hello, friends. We are going to have quite a journey as it relates to talking about our really innermost thoughts that we all have, but no one ever wants to talk about it. And you may be wondering, why all of a sudden are you becoming more vocal about it? And to be honest, I've interweaved a lot of these concepts and topics throughout the podcast over the last 100 or so episodes, but I want to be direct, and I also want to be clear in why these things are so important. And I released a blog post the other day about the scary symptoms of stress. And when you read it, you may think there is nothing scary about this. That's the problem. We don't look at things as, wow, like if I continue to do these things, it will have insert effect. And we have gotten used to operating in this modality, and now we don't even recognize when our bodies are trying to signal that there is a problem, and we have to look at that. So why is saying no so important? It's not necessarily about saying no to be mean. It is not. It is understanding that the more you say yes to other things, the more you are saying no to potentially more important ones. And we have this habit of not really wanting to be honest and frank about what's really important and what really matters. And I believe that I'm a lot more conscious about these things because of what I've also been going through with my dad, what I've been witnessing as a result of working at the hospital, especially with COVID, and with my aunt passing last week, and with my mom being sick. And I could keep going on. Trust me, there's a lot of just really unhappy things that are going on in my life right now. But it's making me understand and recognize the importance of living a happy, healthy, and joy-filled life. And the experiences that I am currently going through right now, it's becoming more and more clear as to the direction that I want to go in every aspect of my life. So I mentioned it on the last episode when I said I'm not really posting that much from a social media perspective. And I'm also pulling back in a lot of areas. I'm pulling back with work, with family, with friends, in everything, because I am a very introspective person, and I really want to be crystal clear and solid on why I'm doing what I'm doing. I also recognize that there are people that are and were around me that are toxic. I recognize that I want to do things very differently, not just for myself, but for future generations. And in order for that to really and truly effectively happen, I need to slow down and really and truly look at the big picture, process through what's currently going on around me, and then move forward. And what that means right now in this season is looking at the things that are on my plate, looking at the things that I consume, whether it is on the television, on social media, food, friends, family, work, all of it. And around December of last year, I really started thinking a lot about this and praying about it and fasting and really seeing those flashes of what was possible, but being afraid of it, which is kind of where this whole year of yes from Shonda Rhimes, but also the year of me kind of blossomed out of all of this. And I am reading that book right now. That is my February reading. But what I am doing right now is evaluating every aspect of my life, as I said before, but I'm also saying no to stuff. And I have no problem doing that. I am very good at it, as a matter of fact. But it's not because, as I said before, that I am being mean, but it's to protect myself. Because I recognize that quality time is one of my love languages, but I am also an empath and I am also very introverted. So I have to be very careful with how I expend my energy. And what I want you to evaluate in this season is, how are you spending your energy? Because when you are doing things, when you are spending time with people, when you're saying yes to all the things, what you're also doing, potentially, depending on your sphere of what you've identified as things that are important, you're running your body down. And as someone that has an autoimmune disease, and I'm speaking to you right now, this is me in the friend zone saying, I want you to take better care of yourself. And the pandemic has exacerbated so much of the things that we try to bury. And I want you to understand and recognize that there is more to life than the current mode that you're operating in. There's more to it. And many times you may have asked yourself, like, what's the point of all of this? I'm tired of hurting. I'm tired of suffering. I'm tired of doing all the things. And I can't tell you how many people that I interact with, people that I know that are millionaires, everyone always talks about how you want more fame, you want more money, you want more friends, you want all these things, but that does not guarantee happiness. Case in point, by talking to a lot of them. I know a couple of my friends that are in that 7-figure range and they're miserable and they're not doing the things that they need to do in order to prioritize their health, to prioritize rest. And many of them are now diagnosed with autoimmune diseases. I am not saying that when you are going, automatically you get an autoimmune disease. No, that is not what I'm saying. What I am saying is we all have a genetic code. We all have predispositions or things that we are more likely to develop because of our family history, because of the way that we were created. And also, we forget the part about lifestyle. And one of the things that I read previously was your genetic code may be the gun, but your lifestyle pulls the trigger. And if you are not doing the things to take care of yourself, you're going to get sick. Now, here's where the art of saying no comes in at. It is about being so intentional, so focused, and almost hyper aware of what's going on around you. And it will be challenging at first. However, it's necessary. It's necessary to understand what is happening to you and what are you allowing to come in. Meaning, if I go outside and it's cold, I don't like how the wind feels on my face. It hurts sometimes. I can't do anything about that. But what I can change is if I allow the people in my life that are not serving me to talk to me in a negative way or a disrespectful manner, I'm allowing that to happen to me. So I need to do what's appropriate in order to change those circumstances. But I want you to really and truly say no to the toxic BS, because enough already. I need you to understand that you are incredible. There is only one you in this world, and that is what makes you you. That is what makes this world a better place. And start writing down the things about you that you love. I used to say, well, I'm too skinny, or I don't fit in this dress that way, or I don't have a large chest, so that dress isn't going to look nice on me, or I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable around me because my body is different, or I don't want to say certain things about exercise and how much I love it, especially at work, because, not everyone has the ability to get up from their desk and walk around, whereas I make it a priority. And when I say I make my health a priority, it rubs people the wrong way. Again, that's something that they have to deal with, not me, but yet I still took it on as my problem. It is not. So, with that, you have to say no to taking on all of the emotions of other people and the things that they're not happy with in themselves as a personal problem or a personal thing that's going against you. Why? You don't have the energy for it. You don't have the time to be so anxious about what everyone is thinking about you or if they do or don't like you. It's too much. And what I really want to beg of you, I want to beg you right now in this moment to stop saying yes to everything and everybody. And as I said in a previous episode about protecting your energy and really fighting fatigue, is identify the things that you want, understand where you're going in this world and the things that you want to do, and are those activities in alignment with that? And if you're just saying yes to something because it's your mother or it's someone at school or work that you really love, or you're trying to impress someone, 9 times out of 10, you're going to end up just hurting yourself, burning yourself out, and feeling sick. And that's not good for anyone involved. So I want you to do a brain dump. Write down all of the things that you're currently doing, all of the feelings that you have, and that paper should be a mess. It should really and truly be a mess. For me, what that looked like as well is I started pulling old paper and journals and things that I wanted to read and look at where I was and have I made any improvements. And then I just started writing it out. And as I started doing this, I also started purging in my home. And I'm starting to feel a lot better because I can't do clutter. And even with my desk that I work at, I started pulling things off the wall. A lot of people don't want to look at white space, but I really just want one focal point because that's necessary for me right now in this season. Now, I do have a board on my left hand side that has all the things on it, the cards, the love notes, the motivational words, like all the, it's on that board, but it's not directly in front of me. And I want you to start putting your blinders on or finding an area of focus so that you can get through your days with clarity. So do a brain dump, write all those things down. If you're brave enough, or if you want to, send me a message at Joyful Ebony and show me what your brain dump looks like. I would love to see it. And with that, be happy, be whole, and be well. Take care.
Okay, thyroid warriors, get out there and take things one step at a time. Remember, be great, reflect on your triumphs, and as always, be well. Take care.